Hello everyone! Today I wanted to make a video about fast fashion, really inspired by the Netflix documentary True Cost, which delves into the lives of garment workers in developing countries and the damage that goes on towards the environment because of fast fashion, because of all the waste produced, because of the transportation, because of the chemicals used in dyeing and cutting and cotton that's been sprayed with pesticides and all that lovely stuff. So instead of wallowing in all the horrible things about fast fashion, I feel so disgusted by myself. Today I wanted to do a video about the 5 ways that you can fight it, and you don't have to be a part of this system. So the first one is to check the labels on all your clothes before you buy them. Right after I watched this documentary, I went on sort of like a frenzy of like going through my clothes and checking all the labels. Made in China, Vietnam, made in Mauritius, made in China. Basically all of my clothes were from developing countries where, since having done some research for this video, I found out that they are not being paid a fair wage. They're being paid the country's minimum wage, but that does not necessarily dictate that that means that they are being paid a fair living wage. For these people that are responsible for houses and children and feeding multiple mouths, they don't earn enough to get by on the minimum wage. Top 3 places to look out for with the least regulated workers' rights are Bangladesh, Cambodia, and China. The second thing is to shop fair trade. There's a wonderful corporation called the People Tree who they have headquarters, and they go and they support the workers and they empower the women, because 80% of garment workers are women. They go into those villages and those countries and they empower people, and they are a fair trade organization, and I'll put the link for them down below. But yeah, shopping fair trade, knowing exactly where your clothes are coming from, and if they are coming from developing countries, knowing that they're from a place of empowerment and not exploitation. Number 3 is thrifting. Thrifting basically creates a circular economy rather than a linear one, so it ensures that when you buy something from a thrift store or a vintage store, that item of clothing is not immediately ending up in the landfill, and it creates less demand for the fast fashion industries. And when I say fast fashion, I mean places like H&M, Forever 21, Zara, Next, Topshop, all those places that you go in and they have like 12 of the same shirt, and they're bringing in new stock every week to promote that 52 fashion seasons notion. So yeah, those are the places I mean when I say fast fashion. I feel like nowadays it's so much more empowering for yourself when someone compliments you on a shirt or something and you say, oh yeah, I got it for $3. Feel proud about it, that you're able to look stylish on a budget and you're not contributing to A, landfill, and B, the fast fashion system. Number 4 is implementing clothes swaps with your friends or just like people in your community. I feel like everyone has sort of those clothes that they feel like, I don't know, I don't want to get rid of this, but like if you see something else that you're like, yes, I want that, do a swap. So yeah, getting a group of friends together and make an evening out of it. It could be a fun time, and you get some new clothes at the end of the day. And number 5, sort of like I've been saying throughout, is resist the notion of 52 fashion seasons. You do not need a new shirt for every time you go to a party. My friend and I were talking about it, and we said the reason we feel like we need to wear something new to every party is because we're scarred from what Kate Sanders said to Lizzie McGuire in the Lizzie McGuire movie, that she was an outfit repeater because she wore the same thing to the 8th grade graduation. Sorry if that reference is lost on some of you. Since clearing out my wardrobe and reducing my shirts to about 10, it's only been a few weeks, but I haven't gotten any comments. Yeah. If you feel like I am somebody that loves fashion and loves getting new clothing and the way clothing makes me feel, then there are sustainable, eco-friendly, humanitarian options. Like I said before, the People Tree is a really lovely organization, and they do wonderful clothes. And there's another clothing brand called Know the Origin, where they only source from organic cotton, organic materials, and they are very strict with themselves on how their clothes are being produced and who they're being produced by, and they're very affordable. Like, yes, sustainable fashion, eco-friendly fashion is more expensive, but what are you actually paying for when you buy a £5 t-shirt from Topshop? How can that be so cheap? Like, you're paying for basically the material. You're not paying for the labor, you're not paying for the environmental costs. That's what you're paying for when you pay for quality, sustainable fashion, is you are giving those workers the wages that they deserve, and you're ensuring that the material on your body is going to be good for your skin, it's not going to make you sick, and you're supporting a separate corporation that seeks to do good for the earth and for the people that it employs. So it really is worth it, and you only need a few pieces because these pieces generally are quite timeless and durable and good quality, so you're not going to need to be buying over and over. You're going to need a few staples if that's what you desire. I think my solution to the fashion industry is just going to be stop buying clothes altogether. I'm good with what I have. I don't really need any more, and the textile waste that we produce is just massive. So that's going to be my solution, but if that doesn't work for you, I definitely suggest People Tree and Know the Origin, and I'll put a few more company links down below. Also, I wanted to mention there is this wonderful, wonderful app I have called Good On You, and that's all about sustainable fashion, and it goes through environmental, animal rights, and human rights, and it gives them like a rating, and they have like a very strict rating system, so you can type in a brand or a company, and it will give you their analysis on how fair they are to the environment, to their workers, and to animals. I'll put the link for that as well. If you can put links for apps, I don't know how technology works. We'll see. But yeah, this was definitely more of just a throw it all in your face kind of factual video, but it's something that I've recently become very passionate about, and I hope that this will just awaken some consciousness and show you that when you're going into those stores, you're not paying for what you think you are. And I don't want people to feel like they can't buy fast fashion anymore, but maybe just reducing it until we feel like we don't need to support these big industries so much. So not just impulse buying, and it'll save you money in the long run as well, because if you're buying from sustainable places, that's all the clothes you need. Like, you'll realize I don't need that 10-pound, that 5-pound shirt. It doesn't bring me as much value as this good quality t-shirt from People Tree does. Again, this was a bit of a rant, but I think it was a necessary one. For me, at least. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, more videos to come. So subscribe, and thank you for watching.